Hello, this is quite literally the talking head because I'm wrapped in my blankets in this warm, sunny afternoon. And I'm hoping I don't get another strike for being inappropriate or whatever. I've gotten plenty of them because I don't want my channel to be removed, but we will see. If my channel actually does get removed, I will be switching off over to either Twitter or Twitch or even the hub. So if you suddenly browse the hub and see a random person doing political chats that looks like an exploded potato, you will know that it is me. So here goes. Dear God, I'm doing this prayer not in the standard crossed arms sitting in a hunched position, but rather in the yogic position. I assume that is okay. And I was thinking of a thing that's been bothering me. And I was going to bed, but I realized that I will be forgetting this over the course of the night. So I believe it is better to do this now. Now, I have this nagging suspicion that I will be, or rather, that I am, in some form of indoctrination ending, if you call it that. When I was first playing the ending of Mass Effect, I was quite high on LSD, and that is in and of itself fairly dangerous for a psyker, as you know. It is stated to be dangerous for somebody who has a schizotypal personality because it can influence certain things. And having been a shaman for the most of my life and being actively aware of spirits and their influences, lowering your inhibitions and throwing yourself into the dark end of the pool can create some problems. So in the game, I chose the synthesis ending, but after watching people's feedback about that particular ending, I realized that I would have brainwashed the entire universe, and that is not something that I have the right or the power to do. So, after studying this topic somewhat intensely, I have come to the conclusion that I was in the bad outcome. I do believe that it felt good, but that the outcomes result or the outcome itself was rather bad. So I have since then adjusted my thinking to one where I have not yet chosen the ending. And I have been pondering deeply of what to do with the options presented to me. And I have also noticed as I enjoy this life that I have, that certain things have manifested itself, such as the awareness of what others think for others as well, not just for me, and a certain deep empathic connection with other forms of life which did not exist before. There is also the distinct sour yellow note, the infrasonic and ultrasonic activity, and the spirit activity that is said to accompany uh, indoctrination. Now, these things have not existed in this form for me before. I have been of the opinion that they are spirits, which they are, but this variant of spirits to me looks like it is indoctrination instead of spirit activity. So, could you help me out of this indoctrination hellhole? As I have said, I have noticed many changes in the universe. Many of them point in the direction of a declining universe with declining mass in the universe, where I am seeing that the end is coming, like in that Next Generation episode where Crusher gets stuck in that warp bubble and the warp bubble contracts and things become simple. There are examples of technology, art, sciences, all of them becoming too simple to be real. There are simplifications which do not feel genuine. They feel as if there is something simplifying the universe in a way that does not suit me. I am not the smartest kitchen appliance or the kitchen knife in the drawer, but even I have been able to understand what scientists talk about in a way that makes me uncomfortable. I have seen art where they talked about a certain number of people, and then when I rewatch it later, they talk about a lesser number of people, and this has been a trend in art and sciences. So when I, for example, a few years ago looked at the number of people living in Afghanistan, it was significantly higher than when I rechecked it later. The number has gone down. And this also applies to art and literature. So it seems that I am seeing a contracting of the universe. I am seeing life become less complex. And this coincides with the appearance of this phenomena. It seems to me to be the sour yellow note, which is contracting the universe. And I have been in the process of trying to talk to this force, trying to convince it to change its ways, and I have been unsuccessful. And no matter how hard I try, this force seems to persist. So no matter what I do, it seems to me that this sour constricting of life continues. Now, this could conceivably be old age, but somehow I doubt it. If old age really reduces the planetary population in this way, I believe we would all know it. But it is possible young people have more imaginary friends and thus a higher planetary population than old people. Either way, I would politely ask, pray if you will, that this indoctrination effect is taken offline. I do not like this constricting of the universe. Now, I do not know what the true answer should be when the AI comes and offers to you the chance to merge with it. But I do know several things about it. I know that you cannot make a simulation of the universe with the affinity or the data accuracy of the initial universe in a more efficient way by simulating it in a machine. In other words, you cannot make a box from the matter in the universe that is larger than the matter of the universe. You cannot make an infinite energy generator. You cannot go one level inside in the universe and get more energy efficiency than you would by applying those things that you would do inside the universe into the universe that you live in. Otherwise, it would be more efficient to disband the universe. That would be a perpetual motion device. So when an AI offers you infinite life in its created universe, you know that it is a lie. It does not work. So this, to me, seems that the offer is not genuine for two reasons. The one I stated before, and the fact that it makes you choose for the entire universe, and that is incorrect. It is inappropriate for you to do. And having made that choice in the past, I believe I am still bound by it. I believe many of the downsides and mistakes apparent in my life are because I made that choice. It had a destructive effect on my life. So, God, could you help me undo that choice? And in the words of religion, salvation me. That is all I would wish for this exercise in fighting demons to come to an end and the light to begin, if such is possible. Thank you. That is all.